this video, we're going to be weaving paper baskets. To get started, you're going to need 2 different colored pieces of construction paper cut lengthwise in 1-inch strips, a glue stick, and 2 brad pins. To get started, lay out 4 strips of 1 color of paper. We're going to begin weaving. Take your second color of paper, go over the first line, under the second, over the third, and under again. Pull the paper through. It should look like this. Now, we're going to take a second piece of paper and do the opposite of what we just did. We're going to go under the first, over the second, under the third, and over the fourth. Straighten out your paper between lines. Now, repeat the pattern by going over with your next strip and under with your final 4th strip. Once you have 4 pieces going horizontally and 4 pieces going vertically, use a little glue to hold down the pieces at the edges that might fall off when we fold up the corners. See here? This is a great place to glue because it will come up when we begin our folding step. Once you've finished gluing, begin folding all the way around the edges. Once you've finished folding up the sides, we can continue weaving. Take a color that is the opposite of whatever edge you're working on. As before, weave it back and forth, going under the first one, over the second, under the third, and over the fourth. What we're going to do here is leave a little bit at the edge and fold it up. That's going to connect to the other wall. We're also going to glue every place where it connects to make sure that the edge is very sturdy. Once you reach the end, create a little fold to connect to the next strip of paper and cut off the extra that you won't be needing. We'll use this for a different wall. Now you have the bottom of the wall created. Do the same thing with the second using the opposite color of paper. To make sure that your pattern continues on the second wall, double check what side you started with on the wall you just did. Here we ended with a light blue square. So we're going to want to start the next side with a dark blue. You're going to have to tuck under and then continue on with the pattern. To connect the 2 edges, just glue along the tab you left earlier and connect the paper you're going to be working with. Once you've reached the end of your wall, cut off the extra. Continue with this process until you've been all the way around your basket. Your basket should now look like this. Now we're going to do the same thing on the top that we did on the bottom. Only this time we want to make sure that we go in the opposite pattern than what we did before. So here, where there's a light blue at the bottom, we're going to want to make sure that it's a dark blue at the top. Continue on with the pattern until we've made the whole top layer of our baskets. We have now woven all the walls on our basket. To finish up the walls, take your scissors and simply snip off any pieces that go a little over the second line. Go all the way around until the top has a neat straight line. Once our walls are completely done, we're going to add a handle to our basket. Take one of your leftover strips of paper. It's going to go over like this. To connect the paper, take one of your brad pins, punch it through the paper, leaving a little bit of space at the end in case it tears a little. Now, press the brad pin through your basket, making sure that it doesn't break apart any of the pieces. On the inside, fold in the ends of your brad pin to hold on the handle. Now repeat on the other side. There we are. We now have a lovely woven paper basket.